Hello, my name's Joe. That's my son's dog Alfred, or Alfie, or several very rude things that he thinks are his name, but are just generally an expression of what we think of him and what he's doing at the time. As you can tell, the lights are on, but the flat's empty. And that's my office window. Just so you know it's me. I had a run-in today with Mr. Angry Negativity. One of those people that no matter what you say, it was always better in the good old days. But when you ask him when were the good old days, he can't tell you. He just knows that it was better long ago. How long ago? And it tends to be either the Victorian era or the 1950s, when people knew their place, which is great if you were white and male, but if you were a woman or a child or a person of color or a person who followed a religion that was not recognized as Christianity, though many of the Christian denominations and sects were not seen as Christian, you were just out of luck. So I just keep thinking, when were the good old days? And I don't think there ever were any good old days, because if you look back honestly in history, life's always been rough for a lot of people. It's just the difference now is we are willing to talk about domestic violence. We're willing to talk about bullying. We're willing to talk about abuse. And we're willing to go, do you know what? After all these millennia, it's time to go, no. It's not right that people who have power are allowed to abuse people who don't have the power. Hello, Alfred. You thick plank. You are, aren't you? You lovely. Well, you basically got a heart of gold and a brain of lead. But then again, you are a Cocker Spaniel. So, I keep thinking there's a Welsh word. And please forgive me if I don't pronounce this correctly. Heareth. And it basically refers to a longing for a Wales that never actually existed. And I think that can be expanded to sort of these people who suffer very badly from it. And they long for a time and a place that never actually existed. And what they really want is to be top of the food chain and to be able to treat anyone they see as below themselves with contempt and derision. What are you trying to do, you dopey mutt? Anyway, that's what I've been thinking about. And my thank you today is based on a vlog I did a few days ago about young people. And one of the comments was, he hears them calling each other by nicknames. So my thank you tonight goes out to DB, Jobo Bear, Big JJ, Mason, Zach Hello Sexy, Benny, and all the other absolutely delightful men that I knew as 11-year-old boys and are friends of my son. Because you have turned out rather well, the lot of you. But none of you ever used real names. You called each other some very odd things. But the beauty of it is you still remain friends to this day. So thank you for proving people wrong about young people today. Because the young people that I knew grew up to be very nice adults. You don't need your dinner. You've just had your dinner. And you like your mother, your breath stinks.